How does it feel to be receiving the Variety Artisan Award from SBIFF?
It's so amazing to be back here. I started my career in Santa Barbara.
Yes.
So being back here is just amazing, and being at this event as actually someone on stage instead of in the crowd awing over everyone on stage, it's amazing.
Well,
so
welcome home.
Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Can you talk about the journey of returning to Pandora?
Oh, I mean, returning to a world that has so many possibilities, right? Like Pandora, we saw a little bit of the jungle, we saw some floating mountains in the first movie. Mm-hmm. Now we've seen a lot of the water and a lot of underwater. Mm-hmm. But there's so much more to see. Like, we have a whole world to explore still. And I think that's why Jim is so keen to just do Avatar for the rest of his career, because there's so much more to see, and there's so much to explore, and new people to meet, and new environments to see. I think every movie is just going to blow people away in just the awe of it all. So I'm thrilled to be here, and I'll be thrilled to do it again.
Can you talk a little bit about working with James Cameron, Jim?
I had the opportunity. My office was 2 doors down from him, so I saw Jim probably more than anyone on this film.
More than your family, probably.
More than my family, I'm sure. And I would play little clips on my monitor, and he would walk by every 10 minutes, and he would look in, and he would see them, and he'd have to come in, and he'd have to comment. And he called him director bait. And he's like, "You put these up on purpose, so I'll come in here and review stuff." And yeah, and he knew it, but he couldn't help himself. So, because he is a geek at heart, and he loves doing what he's doing.
Were there any challenges in having this film compared to the first film?
I think the biggest challenge to me was the performances, really, right? Like, because it's so much more of a family film, and there's so many more characters and so much more emotion you need out of the characters, because there's so many big emotional parts of this film. And if we wouldn't have sold that for the CG characters, because it's hard to sell emotion on a CG character, and if we didn't get that right, then the film would have just flopped. Like, it just wouldn't. You wouldn't buy it. You wouldn't understand the characters. You wouldn't feel for them. You wouldn't, at the end of the movie, when Neytiri has that huge moment, you wouldn't feel the emotion out of her. It wouldn't bring a tear to your eye that it does for so many people. So I think that's the biggest thing for us on this one.
Well, you just said you want to stay in Avatar forever. Is that going to be your
I don't know if I'll stay in Avatar forever.
Is that your next project?
That's probably my next project. I'm already getting phone calls from Jim and John Landau about it, so I guess that's probably where I'm heading.
Well, that must feel good. That must feel good.
It's always interesting when you get a phone call from Jim Cameron.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Well, congratulations on tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Thanks for having me.
Our
Well, nice
pleasure.
meeting you.
Welcome home.
Thank you.